Let's take a look at this one. Here is a great example. This is going to be a highlight reel right here. So we're looking at Adobe, and Adobe came out with earnings yesterday. The stock right now is down $20. Now, again, that's not a huge move on a $500 stock, but it's still an important lesson here. So here's their lesson. Basically, what we have with this chart is we had an M-top pattern. Now, again, M-top patterns are important. They're topping signals. By the way, does that look a little bit like Bitcoin's top back as well? And the answer is absolutely. So we see patterns repeat over and over again. Now, what's amazing here is when you have an M, here's a pattern. This is great education. There's an M top. What ends up happening is usually you'll go back up and you'll go right to that center point of the M. It's kind of the dip of the M. And that's resistance. And usually what will happen here is price will fall back down. So yesterday I was on the Schwab network, which formerly TD Ameritrade, and I was talking about this. They were asking me, what do you think it's going to do on earnings? And I said, hey, listen, what we see very clearly here is you have this M top, and price, after dropping, came right back up here. And if we take a trend line here and just draw it across, you basically went right into that level. And so therefore, on earnings, we should see a pullback. Price should pull back on earnings. What is it doing today? Dropping 20 bucks on earnings. Now, you might say, okay, well, that's a good example. That's great education. But let's take it one step further. Let's go and analyze another call I made on Bitcoin. Okay, here's another chart. And I just want to show you guys this because it's going to all come full circle. So basically, with an M top, which is what we had on Bitcoin, okay, and look at that. What did I say? When we were at 30, 31, 32,000 on Bitcoin, what did I say to you guys? And I got ripped for this. I said, guys, it's not going to break out here. It's not going to break above this level. This is actually, probabilities are highly favored to a pullback. What's happened? We went down to 25,000, right? From 32 to 25. Why? Why? What's one of the technical reasons it did that? What I just showed you on Adobe is exactly that. Look at the rally back up, right? Okay? And then look at this low of the M here, and let's draw that trend line right across and right in that area. There it is. And so again, I really should do this with an exact line because I'll show you how amazing it is. Let's actually put in the trend line itself, and what we can do, look at that. So again, what we clearly see on this chart, middle of the M, that same thing that I just showed you on NVIDIA, right here, and then pulls back. Now, eventually, if it hammers enough, can it break through? Yes. But the probabilities, and everything I do is probability-based, tells us that this area here, the middle of the M, is going to be epic resistance right here. And price almost never gets through it on the first attempt. So in other words, we could pull back, and then eventually I think we do break out, right? I mean, I don't know if we go back and test the lows on Bitcoin or what we do, but eventually I do think we break out.